Hey everybody, this is Dave from Therostat. We're going to go in and dive into Delaware Park on Wednesday the 7th and look at the pick four, the late pick four, races 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is our pick four preview for Wednesday. We're not going to fully handicap the entire card. We're going to go through and give out a recommended ticket for the late pick four on Wednesday. For those of you who haven't followed along previously, the or play the pick four often, the pick four is a 50-cent base wager at any track. We're going to be looking at the late sequence, which is typically the last four races of any track that offers a pick four to play. Each one of these races is considered a leg. So we've got race 5 is leg 1, race 6 is leg 2, race 7 is leg 3, race 8 is leg 4. This is a 50-cent base wager, so if you had one horse in each one of those races, it would cost you 50 cents. We have a $75 ticket. You get that by doing 5 horses by 3 horses times 5 horses by 2 horses times 50 cents would get you a $75 ticket to play on Wednesday. And for any reason, if there's a scratch after you've played this in any of these races where a horse doesn't run, for example, the first race, if the 9 is scratched and the 1 is the favorite, we already have the 1, you would get the 1 2 times. If the 9 scratches and the 2 is the favorite and we don't have it, we would actually get that horse at post time. So you can actually hit this ticket in a multiple combinations. If we have a horse that's scratched, we already have the favorite in one of these races. Should help us make it pay a little bit more if we do end up getting a little bit of chalk. But that being said, we're going to jump into the first race, race 5, Delaware Park on Wednesday, 7.5 furlong turf race. The 7 is the early speed. The 1 and the 4 are going to go out and press this 7, I believe, on the front end. Demir is the 7. Um, and I also like the 3, Artemis Bridge, Steve Klaseris, and the 9, Backwoods Boogie, who is a Mary Epler trained and owned horse that's also coming in, is 7 of 15 in the money on the turf. Has not run at Delaware Park, but I like the 4 is the 4 and the 5, I believe. The 4 will be the post time favorite, who's some of the late speed running here. I think the 7 could get away with it on the front end, but the 1 does have the total middle pressing tactical speed in this race, the King Cheek. I would pick the 1 as our top selection as a long shot, only because of how Delaware Park's turf runs. 7.5 furlongs is a little bit more like a route race. It's classified as a sprint because it's less than a mile, but it's 2 turns at Delaware. So I'm going to use the 1, 3, 4, 7, and 9 in leg 1, race 5. We're going to pop over to race 6, which is the second leg, which is a 1.70 m allowance optional claiming. There's only 5 horses in this race. We could have bought it, but it's going to make the ticket a little bit more expensive, only because I didn't have a single in the last race. There's 2 horses I like there. But the 2 and the 4 are the early speed in this 1.70 m race. My top selection would be the 5, Adiro, if we were given on the top selection. Second off of a layoff, coming in from Pimlico, came second, last out. The 5 would be our top selection if we were giving out this race, and the 5 is the morning line favorite. So it's going to be pretty tough to beat that horse, but if the horse does get beat, it's because it doesn't fire late and can't pass the 2 and the 4. So I like having the 2, 4, and 5 here in race 7, or sorry, race 6, like 2, on Wednesday, June 7th. The other race where I'm going to go long and stretch a bit more and kind of find the value a bit more is going to be this next race. Race 7, leg 3, is a allowance optional claiming 1.16 m on the turf at Delaware Park on Wednesday. The 1 just has the total overall speed. The Bernardini gelding with Michael Sanchez, Mike Stidham, coming off of a layoff, hasn't run since October, but Mike Stidham is 23% winners off of a 6-month or longer layoff. And to me, the dam's a little classy. Sarah Lynx, Irish bred, Uh, in the money with her starters 50% of the time, and had a bullet work at Fairhill on the all-weather 1 of 3 on Memorial Day, it looks like, or Memorial Day week at Fairhill on the all-weather, which runs like the turf. So it does have some conditioning and a bullet here. Our top selection would be that one horse, Morning Line 7-2. I'm using some other long shots underneath. The 3 Crabs and Beer is out of a Gators and Bears mare. So if anyone knows turf racing in Maryland, Gators and Bears was a solid turf runner, also a solid turf sire. So the 3 Crabs and Beer, not just because I'm from Delaware and Maryland do I like crabs and beer, but I'm using that horse. The 4, um, Who's Counting, is the morning line favorite so far. So we're going to use that horse as well. The 5 is the other late runner, Helium, and the 8 has some tactical speed that if this 8 horse can stay clear, could run into a pace blow up on the front end between the 3, 9, and 1. The 1, I think because of that bullet work, will lay off a bit and close into the pace. I don't think it'll be on the front end, but I've been wrong before. So we're going to use the 1, 3, 4, 5, and 8 here, leg 3, race 7 at Delaware Park. The race where we're really kind of going and trying to win this thing is going to be in leg 4, race 8 on Wednesday at Delaware Park. Race 8, we have 2 horses, the 2 and the 4. We're going to be using the 2, Pretty Edgy, which is second off of a layoff, and got bumped at the start a little bit, finished 6th. Second off of a layoff for Richard Silliman as a trainer after 6 months. 100% wins with a 1 start and 150% ROI. Angel Cruz, 18% at this distance and at this surface as a jock. And the 4, so the 2 is the tactical front end speed. The 4 is a Barbados mare, Jamie Rodriguez, coming off of a 2-year layoff, dropping pretty significantly from starter optional non-winners of 3 down to a claiming $8,000 tag. Coming from the turf also down to the dirt. Jamie Ness, the trainer, is 26% winners there, and also had two bullet works here in 2023. This last month, well, within the last month in May. 1 of 13 at Delaware on the 9th, and then a gate work 1 of 4 on the 16th. So with those works, I think this horse will, if it can come off the bench after a 2-year layoff with those works, should win this race too. The 2 was our top selection though. The 2 I think will just run away with it on the front end. 4 should be running late. The 2 and the 4 are our selections here in race 8. That is our card on Wednesday. Late pick 4, Delaware Park on June 7th. To recap, we have a $75 ticket. How we get that: race 5, we got 1, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Race 6, we've got 2, 4, and 5. Race 7, the turf race, we've got 1, 3, 4, 5, and 8. The live long shot I like here is the 3 Crabs and Beer out of this Gators and Bears dam. And the final race, the 2 is our top selection if we were to give one out. We got the 2 and the 4 to round out this pick 4 sequence, which gives us a $75 ticket. Thanks again for watching. My name is Dave. I'm the creator of Thorostat. If you don't follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter at Thorostat. If you don't subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our channel. Especially this week, we're going to be doing a lot of pick 4 previews, full card selections, getting ready for Belmont Stakes Day. So we'll have selections there as well as a pick 4 suggested play preview for Belmont Stakes Day. So follow us and subscribe to our channel. Like this video. If you're playing this ticket, keep an eye on scratches, and if we get any post time favorites, if we don't already have them. Thanks again for watching. Good luck on Wednesday at Delaware Park, and let's cash this ticket.